How's it going, everybody? Jack here at the Mindful Homestead. The other day, we got a package from the good folks over at Premier One. We're going to be raising our broilers a little bit differently this season. In the past, we've done our broilers in chicken tractors. We've used the style that Al Lumna has up on his channel. I'll post that video up here in the corner so you can take a look at it. And it's done fine. But this year, we wanted to try something a little bit different where we actually had the birds out on pasture and moving about and getting a little bit more activity. So today we don't have the chicken tractor yet. We are going to use a Suscovich style chicken tractor for this. I haven't built it yet. I've got to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set everything up and then I will build the chicken tractor and move it in a little bit later. But for right now, we're just going to get this set up in the yard so it's ready to go when the chickens get here. But first, Emma and I are going to go pick some blueberries so we can have blueberry pancakes for breakfast, right? Blueberries we've been picking so far are commercial varieties, Huron, Legacy, and one other one that I forget. Those are your commercial varieties. Those are the ones that you see in the stores. The ones that we're picking now, these are wild blueberries that are native to the area. We have them all over the place. We have probably 30 or 40 plants on our land. We don't harvest them that often because they tend to have very small blueberries on them. You can actually see the difference. These are the wild blueberries here. And then these are your cultivated varieties. The wild ones still taste delicious. Well, they're so sweet. But you have to harvest so many more of them. So a lot of the time we tend to just leave them for the birds and other wildlife. All right, so here's the situation. We've got my grounding rod, the fence energizer, some grounding cable, some charging cable, the fence itself, and a fence tool on the ground. I hope you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. It's hot. It's 92 degrees. I don't know if you can see it's 92 degrees because in addition to the heat, there's a gigantic hot flaming ball of fire in the sky known as the sun, which is bright and it blocks out screens. So I can't see if I'm in the screen right now. I don't know if you saw 92 degrees on here, but it's hot. It's really hot and I don't want to be out here, but it's got to get done. Homestead problems. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to run our chickens in Premier One poultry fencing this year. We already run the egg layers and poultry fencing from Premier One. It's great stuff. We love it. And in the years past, we've done our chickens in chicken tractors, which is fine. There's no problem with it. But we want to get our birds a little bit more active. You know, being in those chicken tractors, you've got 30 birds in a really small space. It works, but we found the problem is they poop so fast once you have them in those chicken tractors that they don't really have the opportunity to root around and dig for bugs and things like that. Inside the chicken tractors, just the grass gets matted down super quickly and they're not having access to grass. So what we're doing this year is we are going to run them down here in our yard. There's the house up on the hill there. This is what we were planning on making into our food forest, permaculture setup, whatever you want to call it. We were planning on planting fruit trees and shrubs and things like that down here. Putting down a healthy base of chicken manure this fall could be a great way to jumpstart the plantings that we're going to do next year. We do have some stuff already and we've got it fenced off so the birds won't be able to access it. But the way we're planning on running it this year is we're going to have a Suscovich style tractor out here. The birds are going to be in that Suscovich tractor at night, and then we're going to have the poultry fencing around it, and they'll be fed and watered outside of the chicken tractor during the day. So they have to get out and they have to move around and do chicken stuff. So I'm gonna go grab the poultry netting. We're gonna set that up, and then we are going to hammer in a T-post. We're gonna put it in a spot where it gets some sun because we're using a solar charger down here, and we will essentially have everything good to go. Birds aren't coming until July 27th, still a couple weeks off, but I wanna have everything charged up and ready for when they do get here. So I've got the fence set up. That spot over there, I'm pretty sure has sunlight for the most part of the day. I'm gonna set up the charger over there, and to do that, we'll need a T-post, which I've got already, T-post driver. Got the grounding rod, we're gonna pound that in, and then we'll just connect everything and it should work. So that's pretty slick. The back of this fits right over this T-post, and it's snug too. It's not going anywhere. I don't even know. I can pull it off. That's perfect. That's actually really awesome. Everything's hooked up. Moment of truth. Let's turn it on and see if it shocks me. Because that's the best way to test the fence. So the light's blinking. I hear it clicking. So let's just grab it. 3, 2, 1. No, I'm kidding. It's not shocking you. Figure it out. That's good. The ground is good. Oh, I messed up. So here's what's wrong with it. If you look over here, it says fence. And if you look over here, it says ground. I've got this going to the fence and this side going to the ground, and that's just not gonna work. I mean, I know what happened. The other fence charger we have is an American Farm Works as well. And on that one, the positive is on the right-hand side and the ground is on the left-hand side. And when I set up this one, I just kind of, out of habit, set up the positive, the fence side to the right side, and then the ground to the left side. But this one is different, possibly because it's solar. I don't know why. But I'll get these switched out and we'll test it again. All right, we're hooked back up. Let's try this again. It's clicking. Yeah, it's working. Wait a minute. Why didn't I get shocked? Electric fences, the way they work is they need to short out to ground, and animals, that works out really well because animals don't wear shoes. However, I'm wearing shoes. If you had a really heavy duty line charger, like a, 40 mile, 50 mile, 100 mile, they do make fence chargers that are that big. If you had something like that, it would have shocked you right there. But this right here, it's a 10 mile solar. Its output is only, I think, 0.15 joules, it says on the front of it. So even full tilt with nothing else grounded out on this thing and just me, it wasn't going to shock me super heavily. So I felt confident in grabbing it. So that's it for the electric fence in here. Behind me, we are going to have the chicken tractor somewhere over there, and it's going to remain stationary. And then the idea is that we have the food and water, and we're going to move it around the pen. That way they get out and they actually move around. There's tons of stuff for them to dig around. There's tons of clover in here. I'm going to overseed it with a clover mix that I have as well, probably within the next couple days, so that by the time we have them here in 2-3 weeks, we're actually going to have clover coming up out of the ground, and it'll be a decent forage source for them. The only thing left to do on this before the chickens move in will be to tension the corners. That'll alleviate the sagging kind of in between the posts. All we'll have to do is move the chicken tractor in here, get some food and waters in here, and it'll be good to go. It's hot as heck out here. I am glistening. I don't know if you can see that. Woo, sweaty boy. I'm gonna head inside. I'm gonna hang out in the air conditioner. I'm gonna cook some dinner tonight. Jackie and Emma just got back from her parents' house. They were swimming in the swimming pool, which would have been great. I would have really enjoyed it, but I had to get this done today, or I wanted to get it done today. Thanks for watching as always, guys. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already a subscriber, and have a great day. Bye.